guys, me, host Super Sorrel. Thank you very much for tuning in. Look what I got! This is the brand new Marvel Legends Toad. Well, I say brand new, been out a little while now. Wasn't sure if I was going to get this one, but then I went to my local game store and they had him on offer for 20 quid, and I couldn't resist grabbing him for that. This originally was about 30-ish when it came out because it was on like a special card back or whatever, celebrating the 20 years of Marvel Legends. But this is the first time we've had a Toad since the original release all those years ago, 20 years ago. Insane. I can't believe it's taken them this long to give us Toad. And whilst he's definitely not perfect, it's good to have him finally in Legends form. It's got a reversible backdrop and a separate head, and it comes with two little Toad accessories as well, which is kind of cool. So without further ado, guys, let's jump down to the desk cam and open this bad boy up, because I'm excited to finally have Toad in my collection for my Brotherhood of Mutants. So here he is, guys. Reversible backdrop, it says on the packaging there. We've got a separate head with the tongue, and there is Toad himself, looking pretty cool. Bringing the camera down, you can reveal that old school Marvel Legends logo from all those years ago. 20 years, in fact, and I love this side drop that's got all the logos on there. Fantastic Four, X-Men, Avengers, Daredevil, Captain America, Spider-Man. So cool. And of course there's a Brotherhood of Mutants going on in the background here. You can see it written there. And if we flip it around, it does give us a little bit of a blurb to read. If you want to read it, give it a little pause, give it a read. But yeah, just explaining this from all those years ago, and to celebrate the 2002 Toy Biz debut of the Marvel Legends. Toad was a part of that wave randomly. Didn't make sense really, did it? When you look at the original wave, which featured Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk, Toad? Such a random first release. You would have thought Wolverine would have been there. And I love this figure because he does have two fisticuffed hands, but then it has two open palm hands. And also, we've got a couple of Toad accessories, which is pretty cool. Alright, so we have taken this thing apart now so you guys can get a proper good look. So this is the actual backdrop image that they were using, which is pretty cool. It is reversible to use on the display stand, which is nice, which we'll show you in just a moment. But this is the initial backdrop that they were giving us. This is the X-Men, the evil Brotherhood of Mutants, in the introductory of Magneto and many other characters into the X-Men mythology. I love the original lineup as well. Look at Wonder in green. Jeez. Mastermind back there. Very cool. And if we flip it around, it does give us the little backdrop that they want to show us off for Toad, which is pretty cool. I like the fact that that light's shining in. I've got plenty of shiny going on there. Very cool. I like this one though. I'd be very tempted to keep that backdrop and then display my Brotherhood of Mutants around it. But yes, here is Toad. We finally have a Toad. I've been waiting for a good release of a Toad figure for some time. I did almost buy the Legends version from the original lineup many times over the years, but for some reason I never did. And then here we are all these years later, and we finally got a re-release. I'm still hoping for a secondary release, to be honest, that gives us a more comic accurate version, because this is nice, but it's not 100% in my opinion. But it's good because it's the first one we've got, so I'm kind of enjoying just having Toad, to be honest. Although looking at other people's reviews, I'm not sure if he can get in the pose that I want him to be in, but we'll have a go. So he does have butterfly hinges at the top here, which is nice, so it does help plenty of movement at the top half of the figure, rotating those arms back and forth. The arms lifting up at the side here and also rotating at the bicep, with double hinged elbows that wrap all the way in, and the hands are on hinge joints. Very nice. We can crunch him around there at the abdomen, which is pretty cool. Now it's activated as well. We can crunch him forwards and backwards a little bit as well there. Legs move forward all the way as well as backwards and outwards. Plenty of movement there on that hip joint. Top thigh cut there with double hinged knees as well, giving us plenty of articulation to play with there in the knee section. No boot cut, I don't believe, no, but we do have rocker and pivot. I like the big pointed shoes as well on this one, very much in keeping with that original Toad style costume, which to me was very Jester inspired almost. Now it's cool that he's got fisticuffed hands, although I really want to put the open palm ones on, so I'm just going to pop those off. Oh, it does take the actual thing with it. Let's push that back on. I'm going to grab the two open palm hands. As you can see, they just pop in and out nice and easy. and pull the wrist coverings back over it. There we go. Now, classic Toad would have his arm stretched out with the palm flat, hunched up the body. Yeah, see, we can't get him to do the... He would have to go to his knees and then go like that, which just isn't the same. The original Toad art that I used to like was when he was crouched up like... Whoop! I'm destroying the set. Was when you would crouch him up all the way like this. He'd crunch right up on his toes, and his hand would reach forward between his legs and touch the ground. To give it that like hopping style appearance, we might have to just go with the one knee down. It's not as effective. I wonder if anyone's actually managed to achieve the pose I'm trying to get. There is a couple of other ones we could do, like this one, and have his hand up top here. And then one kind of touching the ground. That's probably going to be the best bet. Yeah, just these other legs just don't want to do the pose, sadly. But it's great that they've made him very stiff jointed, because obviously they must have known that everyone's going to hunch him up the moment they get him, because it is Toad. So I think it's great that he's not going loose or anything. He's very stiff. So when you do get him in those positions, he stays in them. He doesn't fall apart. He doesn't fall over either. He's very sturdy. So I think that's great. Now it's Toad. What face do we think we're going to be using? Because I doubt it's going to be this one. Let's pop it off and take a look at the long-tongued version. Again, I know it's a long shot and it's something that's completely, off the scale, but it would have been cool to have a version that's like flying upwards and then with like a little something on the end, like a fly or something. So it's actually like he's doing some things at the moment. It's just like his tongue's just hanging out. But either way, he's pretty awesome in it. The face sculpt is nice on this one, I can't lie. It's pretty cool. I just wish he was in that classic dark green costume. But yeah, I will be keeping the long-tongued version on. So there's the spare hands and there's the spare head. Oh, that's the first time he's fallen. But we do have his display stand as well. And he also comes with some little toads. So here's a little green toad. Very nice. And we have a little greyish brown toad as well. And obviously with the open palm hands, we can quite easily get him to hold those as well, which is pretty cool. Again, he's got his display base here. Once you pop the feet into the holes, that's going to help him be sturdy as well. Then I can pop the toads in his hand for his namesake there. Overall, a very nice action figure and well worthy of being a part of my Marvel Legends collection. Great looking figure. Yeah, definitely going to be keeping this guy, like I say, and adding him to my Brotherhood of Mutants in the collection. Guys, what are your thoughts on this one? Let us know in the comments below. So guys, what were your thoughts on this review? Let us know in the comments down below. If you did enjoy today's review, why not smash that subscribe button? Subscribing really supports us, it really helps us out and helps us to keep making awesome videos. And if you enjoyed this video, why not check out more videos on the channel? You may just find something that you like. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Until tomorrow, may the Force be with you. Bye!